essential character EC3 controlling my narrative, and you are watching Young Kings Wrestling, and you have been warned. It's a good show.
Welcome, y'all, to episode 133 of the Young Kings Wrestling Podcast, featuring the Sovereign Soundboard. As always, you can find us on most platforms streaming podcasts, including Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, among others. If you're on iTunes, leave us that 5-star review. Links to all the platforms and the merch available at ykwrestling.com. What merch you talking about? The merch that you see right here with my co-host. The merch you see that our guest right here is wearing. It's all available at ykwrestling.com on Teespring and What a Maneuver. Get the logo tee that Katie here has on Teespring. You can get the BLM on What a Maneuver. Go cop them, man. What you waiting for? As you see, I don't have any merch on today. But if you were watching SmackDown this past week, this is it's the only one I got, a Big E on my shirt. Yeah, I told them I didn't want to get the shirt of another grown man gyrating and walking around in public with it, so I wasn't going to do it. But prayers up to Big E for sure, man. He in good spirits. That's all that matters.
Yes, sir.
So, hey, if you are on Twitter, join our conversation using the hashtag YKWPod. As always, I'm the thespian TC Fontaine, joined by ravishing Reek Rude, and I'm going to pass the mic over to my co-host. So you know what he do. He going to do what he do.
All right. I got to step it up because Bama coming for my title. All right.
Oh, God, ain't he?
For real, though. Ladies and gentlemen, Young Kings Wrestling proudly presents to you the reigning, defending, undisputed, uncontroverted hostess with the mostest, host of the She League Showcase, the Rookie of the Year. I'm sorry, I was about to get I was about to say what's the thing that I gave you?
Man,
for,
you fucking up already, dog. That's crazy.
I was about to give you the thing I gave you for Savannah. I was about to go there. Anyway, the Shaman of She League, the one and only, the emancipated Miss Katie Kenzie, baby. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Fuck yeah. What's up? It's been a minute.
Oh man, how things going? It's been, I don't even know the last time you was on here. Been a while. I don't know the last time we had a guest on here. Justin? Before Justin, who was the last person? I don't remember.
Probably Matt.
Yeah, it might have been Matt.
Because I mean, like, the pay-per-view recap.
Pay-per-view, yeah.
Here.
It was Rumble. Was he on a Rumble show or not?
I think so.
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah, he wasn't on the Black History Month. Sorry, we couldn't have no white people on the show during Black History Month. I'm joking.
Well, apparently
I'm kind of serious. Yeah, we did. We couldn't. We tried to get black people on the show, and we had to settle for our favorite Filipino. Well, my second favorite. My favorite's Batista. Big facts.
Fair.
Big facts. Hey, Evolution, my favorite faction of all the time is Batista.
Yeah, crazy.
My favorite Filipino. Hey, man. Real quick, I just want to say one thing. To quote a legend in the game, hard work pays off, dreams come true, bad times don't last, but bad guys do. Prayers out to Scott Hall. All lives matter, trolling aside. Get well soon, sir. Y'all remember that. Yeah, I don't forget. I ain't forget. I don't mean I want you to die, because I know you was just trolling, because that's what he do on Twitter. Me, Taker, and Deadman. Come on, son. He a troll. So I ain't read much into it. But like Chris Jericho though, get out of here, boy.
Yeah,
get that shit out of here. What was he watching? We watched wrestling all week long. I know Reek be watching 2003.
Yep.
Update us on 03. What you watched this past week? I watched a little 03 too.
Yeah.
I know you was watching Monday Night Raw in particular. You texted me about something.
Oh my God. So, Teddy was on some shit back in the day, man. This man came up. I forgot this happened. The 5-minute white boy challenge that he started with Rodney Mack. So this was right after D'Lo got released,
Mm-hmm.
and
they beat the brakes off D'Lo too, though. I don't remember.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then they brought in Rodney Mack to basically fill in his spot. And then he paired up with Jazz too. She just won the women's title at Backlash.
Mm-hmm.
But
a fucking shoe at y'all remember?
Yo, my man was throwing shoes. Yo,
he was like, it was the fan,
right? No, but that, and then he started bring Rodney Mack out here, and the commentary was like the best part because he would get on commentary with King talking about, oh, I heard you friends with the black, you was friends with the black mayor of Tennessee, but you was running against him and trying to get him up out of there. He was like, oh, you don't got to say nothing? Why they got your tongue too, huh? Said he was going off. And it was saying Rodney back in there with some white dude for about a good 5 minutes. He would beat him in like a minute and a half. And then I just seen one where he fought two of them at the same time. So it was like elimination style. But nah, man, that was hilarious, bro. And then on SmackDown, the whole Mr. America shit, where Hogan put on a fucking mask. The same music.
10-year-old me enjoyed that shit. I don't care what nobody said. I enjoyed that. That was fun. Because they had me work too. I was like, that gotta be Hulk Hogan. Yeah. But then they did the lie detector. And like me, like kayfabe was still kind of real to me at the time. So I'm like oh, it ain't him for real. That's cold.
What got me was the look that Vince gave when he came out on the stage. It was like you ever wore a do-rag out in public or some shit like that.
Yeah, all the time.
Your parents caught you, and it was like, "What the hell you doing?" That's that look he came out. It was like,
I think I remember.
What's good with you?
Because wasn't that like a video package for like one of their shows?
I think so.
Like that same look where he came out on stage. I think I remember that. I might be wrong.
Like that.
But hey, I got some because I was thinking like a few months ago, they should bring the white boy challenge back. But they should do it with the women. Start the white girl challenge with Bianca Belair after she done with the EST stuff. Because I feel like anybody could do it, like a Pam Grier blaxploitation gimmick is her. And she could pull it off.
Yes.
So like I would love to see that, her just beating all the white girls' asses.
I'm here for
like, girl,
I'm here for that.
Have her talking in real blaxploitation. You come straight out of a comic book. Give me some of that. Hey, I was watching.
I'm just saying, if she don't keep the ponytail long term, she could do the fro.
Yeah.
It don't gotta be crazy big, but she could do it.
Like a little curly joint. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Give it to her.
Cut that check, boy.
Right.
Cut that check, Vincent. Yeah, man, start that with her. But I was watching 03 SmackDown, and I remember a few weeks ago, I was like, I'm about to watch this Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar Iron Man match on SmackDown. And I ended up turning on the wrong episode because like all I seen was like Kurt Angle WWE Championship. I guess I wasn't paying attention. It was when he fought Taker like a couple weeks before. So I was like, damn, this is the wrong episode. And so then I went to go turn it off. And I was like, oh no, I want to see Kurt Angle and Taker because they always had good matches. Yeah. And then the next week it was Eddie Guerrero, John Cena parking lot brawl for the US title. Oh, yeah. Y'all remember that? Mm-hmm. And the week after that was the Iron Man. So I'm just like, I might as well just watch all three of these episodes in order. So I'm on a Kurt Angle Taker episode right now. Hopefully I'll get to Brock and Kurt at some point.
And you know what I did too, just over the last 2 days. And we don't get too much into it here, but I definitely put together this extensive research. Brock Lesnar has the best SummerSlam resume of anyone in company's history. I'm calling it right now. Not the best record, but the best resume.
Oh, resume, yeah. Yeah.
Probably.
easily. Because I went down.
I said that about The Rock at Mania. The Rock WrestleMania.
Oh yeah. Now I went down like every person he faced, and then I looked at
The
all
Rock,
their records and stuff like
John
that, and who they
Cena,
faced at
Taker,
SummerSlam. Like
Orton,
it don't even compare. Don't even compare at all.
Roman, Seth.
Yep. Yeah,
That
man.
boy, clean boy.
Yeah, he got it.
Kurt, he had Kurt at SummerSlam too.
Yeah, Kurt, Rock,
Triple
H, Punk,
yeah.
Cena, Taker, Orton,
I forgot about
Joe
Punk.
Strowman, and Reigns twice, and Rollins.
Damn.
That's
a resume.
Motherfucking Fatal 4-Way was, oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Great content, great stuff.
Yeah.
Brock's resume code, like the Rock's. I was thinking of Rock's resume at Mania like a couple months back, and I'm like, this man had Austin 3 times, The Rock twice, Triple H, Foley, Big Show, Hogan, Ric Flair, Batista, Randy Orton. I think that's it. Ken Shamrock.
Oh, you said Hogan, right?
Yeah, he said Hogan.
Yeah.
Ken Shamrock is probably the least notable one, and that's not really saying anything. Like Ken Shamrock is great in his own regards.
Mm-hmm.
Rock resume clean.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to your boy. I was gonna give Peasant of the Week this week to Bank of America, but I just didn't feel like doing that. I couldn't figure out how to make it wrestling related. So y'all looking at me like that.
Wait a minute.
Hey, what happened?
What you?
I got questions.
Y'all ain't see what happened to Ryan Coogler?
What happened?
What?
No.
Where the hell y'all been at?
I really.
He got arrested at Bank of America for trying to withdraw money on his own account.
What?
Yeah. Go look at it.
Hold up.
I'm not gonna get into it. It is Googleable. This dude wanted
Everything on this show is Googleable.
It is.
This dude is a $1 million filmmaker, right?
Yeah.
I feel like you want to go into a bank and get some money out without making a big deal about it. He went and he wrote a note. He said, I'm just trying to withdraw money from my checking account, gave his information and everything, and they still called the police on him.
They said mistaking him for a bank robber. What type of bullshit? Get these niggas president, please.
I just wasn't prepared, but y'all got an honorary Peasant of the Week right here. It's gonna go in the record book, but y'all just ain't gonna get the benefit of the sound bite right now. Just know it's a big ass lawsuit coming.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, man.
Y'all try to take my boy out, man. It was a black woman that called the police too. That also had me fucked up.
Oh man.
And then she was just like, I'm glad you guys came. Show old ass man.
Call Dr. Umar. Call Dr. Umar right now.
Call that man. Shout out to Dr. Umar. I don't know why, but shout out to Dr.
Umar. Except when it comes in the key.
Oh yeah, he can mind his own damn business.
Yeah, you got to go.
I'm gonna call Dr. Umar to hit that old lady that called the police on my man's though.
Anybody deserves a Coon Award. It is your ass, boy.
Girl. don't want to misgender nobody. Hey, shout out to OG Young King's Throne member Jeff Hardy. I ain't gonna watch you, but it's good to see you back out here. Stay safe. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Stay safe. Stay sober. If you have not fallen off that wagon, please stay sober.
Stay away from certain people.
Stay away from certain people on the roster. Unfortunately, that means your boss.
Yeah, indeed it does. Because it's spring break over there for that motherfucker.
Man,
every
listen.
day. Learn from Mox.
I've seen. All right, so I got a confession. I started watching Scarface for the first time.
Huh? Whoa. Wait, whoa. Wait a minute, sir. Sir, repeat that.
That's neither here nor there.
No,
The
no,
point
no, sir.
I've seen bits and pieces, but I've just never watched it all the way through. So I'm very familiar with a lot of the content. I'm very familiar with things. I've seen like it was always one of those movies I would see on like Spike TV, and I'd be like, oh, let me watch it, and it'll be in the middle of it. But I never sat through it all the way. It's a lot of movies that apply, but I've seen those. But I just seen them for the first time a few years ago. I'm not gonna tell y'all what else, but
I see.
Like I said, that's neither.
I know Katie. I see Katie's not tripping because she never sees Scarface either. I already know that.
Yeah, but it's neither here nor there.
What?
Oh,
Excuse you? You want to repeat yourself?
You've never seen Scarface, have you?
That is actually some bullshit. I have.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm getting real sick. No. I'm getting real fucking sick and tired of you saying I don't watch movies and I never watched a movie before you and Matt. Nah, get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah.
I'm sick of you and your shit. Fuck
this
that.
man said, I know Katie ain't never seen Scarface neither. Katie was like,
What did you say, nigga?
Oh shit. Oh man,
Yeah,
got me.
no, but that's
real
neither,
sick and tired of that shit.
that is neither
day.
that is neither here nor there. Because when we say it's spring break every day, it's like when this man Tony was just
Yeah.
guy named Tony doing coke.
Weird.
That's why I put it. That's why I put it up there every time I tweet. That's the one right there. Wrong kind of bumps on.
No, I heard you guys say that so many times. I started saying it on my own fucking show too, because it's true.
Listen, man.
Wrong type of bumps, man. And I do that every time.
Man.
Savannah hasn't caught on. I don't think she has. I do that every time.
And they just validated even more because I heard one of the interviews that Big Swole did was like this dude was smoking her weed at one point, and
that was Public Enemies.
Yeah. She was clapping.
You weren't saying that you was smoking all my weed,
right? I was like, wait, what? Oh man! So I know.
Imagine matching with Tony Khan, bro. That's a waste of weed.
Oh my god. Oh.
You get high with Tony Khan, you start talking about old ECW matches.
I believe it.
Probably.
100%.
Be like, yeah, man. Show ass nigga. Keep my boy safe though, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Like we talked about this before. Like that was why I honestly didn't want Jeff to go to AEW. I know you didn't either, because that's the reason.
Keep him safe in the ring. Keep him. It's just too many enablers over there, man. Y'all had my boy. Y'all had my boy Moxley looking like a cherry, man.
He was looking like a red puffer fish when he was on the way out, and that was just not good at all.
Oh, maraschino cherry face ass.
Like as much as we got mad when they would pull Jeff for violation policies, at least they was holding them accountable for shit. AEW just be like, yo, do what the fuck you want to do, man.
They tried with him too several times. They tried.
Yeah.
Until they just decided they just got fed up. They got fed up out the cut too. Out of nowhere when he was on TV getting pushed next week. It was like, yo, we tired of your shit, my nigga.
Yeah.
We can't keep doing this with you.
Yeah, they was trying to put the rocket on him.
Hopefully it wasn't like a preventative thing, like they getting ahead of the PR just in case. Hopefully that wasn't the reason they felt the need. But hey man, shout out to Jeff Hardy, his brother getting his ass kicked, and he just like, let me play to the crowd real quick before I run out here.
He saw that TikTok video. He saw the TikTok video of my man's that had on like the sleeve and stuff, talking about how he used to be back in the day. Yeah, he saw that shit and like, oh, I got to do that when I come out here now.
That dude TikToks, like his wrestling TikToks be kind of funny. I don't
Yeah.
subscribe to him. I see it every now and again. Like he had this one in the Royal Rumble when somebody make this surprise.
Yep.
And this dude, like, he was playing somebody in the ring reacting. I was like, that's exactly what Triple H did when John Cena came back.
Yo, that's a fact.
But I forgot what I was about to say about Jeff, man. So I lost my train of thought. We can just move on. I had one more thing to add. Is apparently not important. My brain said, let's move on. NXT or Raw or SmackDown?
Get Raw out the way.
Raw?
Actually, no. Katie's the guest. Go ahead, Katie.
No, I mean, yeah, get Raw out of the way.
All right. So I wasn't prepared yet. Let me just get prepared.
Oh, there's a new soundbite.
Oh yeah.
What you got, Savi?
This isn't new, but the new one is it will present itself soon. But probably the biggest story to come out of Monday Night Raw this past week, they pump faked me at the end of the show with some glass breaking.
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is returning at WrestleMania. He will be a special guest on the Kevin Owens show because Kevin Owens has no route to WrestleMania. Talk about that later on. But Kevin Owens is just like, I have nothing to do at Mania. So I've been talking shit about this motherfucker for the last 2 months. Talking shit about Texas for the last several weeks. Stone Cold Steve Austin. First of all, this man ran down everybody else from Texas and said they weren't worthy enough to come on his show. He said JBL wasn't worthy enough to come on his show. He said Booker T wasn't worthy enough to come on his show. He even said Shawn Michaels wasn't worthy enough to come on his show. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Shawn Michaels did everybody's show. Like,
yeah.
Come on, man.
It's true.
But the thing is, he mentioned all those guys. You guarantee you probably gonna see them at Mania on the Kevin Owens show anyway.
They all gonna beat his ass.
There's no not mentioned this guy at all. But another thing, they brought this up way too much. They kept talking about how we haven't seen Stone Cold in the ring for 19 years. Like all of a sudden, that's a talking point, huh? You know how many times this man done been back on TV over the last 19 years? But this is a talking point now. All of a sudden, it got me thinking. Will we see him in the ring again? Not at Mania. He don't got to wrestle in Mania. He can do some spots, but like, you gonna put Kevin Owens over? Or is this a one and done situation we dealing with here? Is the moment to pop the crowd? What we got going on?
I feel like it's just that. Like it's just gonna be a moment. Because
I was like, why would they bring this up so much? Corey Graves brought this up like several times. I think if it wasn't important, they would have told him to shut the hell up and stop saying it.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like it could just be them, like yeah, well, that or they're in the middle of like trying to get more out of him. Like they want to say, hey, like this is what we got penciled in. This is what he's willing to do. But like, let's see if we can get him to do a little bit more. Like, it could be negotiating. So they just kind of hype it up ahead of time. But like, we don't need that. We really don't.
We don't. I wouldn't be mad at it. He his do like Eric Bischoff, No Way Out type stuff. He don't gotta.
Yeah, like that was fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody will be mad at something like that. But listen, he don't gotta go in there to put KO over, honestly. And realistically, this is the only place where you could bring a Stone Cold back and like draw the numbers for it, because it's Mania. You can't have him do whatever he does at Mania and then say, oh, he's gonna show up at what's next after this, Backlash or whatever.
WrestleMania Backlash.
Yeah, that stupid ass name. But yeah, it would make no sense to have him show up and do something like that there and have like a little, couple minute match with Kevin like that. What's the point?
Got to. Not at Backlash.
Yeah.
You got like 3 stadium shows coming up over the next couple months. You can do it at one of them.
He could, but I mean, I
don't know.
Right now I don't see it.
Like, I just like this being like a one and done situation. Like, I fucking love Stone Cold, and as cool as it would be to see him like wrestle like 1 or 2 more matches, it really depends on like, can he actually like handle it? Because I know, like, I know there was talks about like bringing a ring to him and see if he can still bump.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
like,
he was training like last year.
Yeah. So I mean, if he can do it, fuck yeah, get a match or 2 out of him. But if this is all he wants to do, then let it just be a
The
One and
matches
done.
have to matter too. And he knows that more than he probably knows that more than anybody. Like
Right.
really, like when Stone Cold talk, he one of the smartest guys I've heard talk about wrestling. He understands it more than any other people nowadays would ever understand. This guy sold me on changing the temperature of my laundry. That's how good he is at his job. Dead serious.
The fact is, and this is another reason why I don't think it's going to happen, is because perfect example was Brock. He left and, was literally away from the company for, I forget how many months, because they wanted to have him put Brock over on an episode of Monday Night Raw, as opposed to saying, with that, as opposed to saying, listen, let's build this up. Let's project it for this event and, on a pay-per-view where you're going to get the numbers up and it's going to be a moment. And they said, nah, fuck that. Just put him over on Monday Night Raw. It's like, no, he's thinking months and months ahead of time. And that's something that JR said in the interview like a couple of days ago. It's like, listen, if Stone Cold was really going to wrestle, they would have had this prepared, written out in books to get started months before now, instead of just,
that's why I said we got stadium shows coming up. So you can build to that. But it don't necessarily have to be Kevin Owens. Let's get that Brock and Stone Cold match out the way.
No, that definitely ain't happening.
What?
That shit ain't happening.
What?
No. Ain't no way.
I'm ready to see Stone Cold back now. This one of my favorites. I saw him as a kid. And I enjoyed it. Hearing that glass break. It's the biggest. Sorry to Hulk Hogan, but I think Stone Cold the biggest star in wrestling history.
Well, sorry to who?
Terry.
Why are we sorry to Terrence?
Because I mean, like, look at what he did for wrestling. But Stone Cold, I gotta put Stone Cold over.
We're not gonna do this today.
We're not.
And I'm
I'm
gonna make this quick. I'm gonna make this quick. That man is not the biggest star that they had. Okay, I'm tired of it. I haven't gone off about this yet, but I feel like I just need to make y'all understand. The man was not a great wrestler. The man was not great on promos.
He was a great wrestler in the 80s.
Anything.
Hulk Hogan wasn't a great promo.
No, he wasn't. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Everybody cut
he wasn't a great
like
promo. He wasn't a great wrestler or a great promo.
He was the most engaging one. What are you talking about?
Listen.
You got me being a Hulk Hogan apologist on here. I don't like that.
Listen.
I'm not going, as much as I don't care for him, I'm not going to lie.
No. This man, all this man did was put emphasis into shit. He got real loud and extra and flaunted his shit. He does his poses and shit like that. That's all he did.
That's literally everybody cut promos like that in the 80s. Everybody except Jake.
Jake is
the only one.
Jake was better.
The only one.
And he was better. Straight up. That's how it was. Hogan didn't say or do anything of substance. He just got loud as fuck and riled people up. And at the time, people was all riled about this shit. That's all it was. That didn't make you good. That just made you trendy.
That just made you trendy. The children loved it.
Fuck them kids.
Listen,
same shit I say today. Hey, fuck them kids.
And that's AEW's problem right now. That's why they can't gain an audience, because they don't cater to the people that are going to get you paid. Hulk Hogan got motherfuckers paid.
Well, last time I checked,
got motherfuckers paid. John Cena got motherfuckers paid.
Look, last time I checked,
Roman Reigns
them on the show,
paid.
So I ain't worried about
Seth Rollins
exclusively white.
Seth Rollins is getting motherfuckers paid.
So much happening.
I don't know about Seth. The rest of them, Seth is kind of like right in the middle. But no, I'm gonna fuck about them. Almost exclusively white. They can go to hell. We don't cover them on this show.
That's not, but that's the point I'm trying to make. Is it business? You want to make money? Your money is in catering to women and children.
Hogan was trendy. That's all I'm saying. He was trendy. It wasn't good. It was trendy.
They've been trendy for the last 40 years.
I mean, mental illness has been trendy.
I'm just saying, bro. Like I said, like as much as we don't care for him, and me, I'm black, I don't really care for him. I don't pop for Hulk Hogan when he show up on TV, but other people do. And there's a reason for it. At least there's a reason for people popping for Hulk Hogan still. Like, I don't know why people pop for the Young Bucks at all. But it's another story for another time. Yeah. Hey, I remember, bro, I'll be so embarrassed. I'll be so
Yeah.
embarrassed for her, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Between them and Mitty, good Lord.
Man, I was
she's
be
a-
like,
she's a lot.
"Man, what's wrong with this girl?"
She's a lot. Listen, I tell you what.
I don't want to listen. No disrespect to nobody in their preferences.
She don't listen to
It's
this.
the Young
okay?
Bucks though.
Oh yeah.
This is different. We talk about how bad they are here. I've been shaming Young Bucks fans for the last 7 years. I probably won't stop.
That's a full-time job. So I mean,
It is. Like, at least I came around a little bit to Kenny Omega. A little bit, not a whole lot, just a little bit.
I didn't.
But hey, I remember my last Jeff Hardy talking point, man.
Oh,
All
here we go.
Came back to me. Okay. Dirt Sheets be lying again, man.
What happened?
I seen a headline. It was just like AEW is working on getting iconic ring music cleared. And they was talking about the Hardy Boys music. The Hardy Boys music has been in the public domain for I don't know how damn long. They don't need to clear it to use it. They can just grab it and play it and nobody's gonna care. Like, don't be lying to us like that. They not lying to me. They lying to y'all and charging y'all for it. I just paid almost $5 for gas per gallon for the first time in my life. But y'all out here paying $13 for a Dave Meltzer subscription.
Oh,
and everything is expensive.
This is not
Walmart groceries cost the same as Target nowadays.
This is a very bad week for y'all dirt cheaters. It's a very bad week for y'all.
Even William Regal said y'all be capping.
Oh my God. I couldn't wait because I'm glad he said it. I couldn't wait because I posted as soon as it came out. $13 a month for this. You want to go ahead and tell people that his health issues were worse than previously expected? That's what you want to say?
And Regal was like,
I told the story from 2018.
It was from a conversation from 2018. I was telling somebody. I wonder who that somebody is, huh? I wonder who that somebody that Regal was talking to who just be having Dave Meltzer on speed dial telling him everything, huh?
I can't, man. I can't do it.
William Regal got his own personal Judas.
Right. And also shout out to Fightful for your
we ain't shouting out to them at all on this show.
No. This is for your atrocious, horrendous hiring practices. Because I just happened to catch this before we went on. Seth gotta go, man. Seth really gotta go. This man is out here.
That's his website. Like, he hired himself. He can't shit for no hiring practice.
People on Twitter.
That's all he does.
Harassing people on Twitter to the point that he Googled somebody, found some shit from like 10 years ago, and then tried to get him fired from a job he don't even work at no more. Like, Fightful, you got to do better. Y'all got to do better. like I clown Alka-Seltzer just because he's a clown. This dude is literally a menace to society. That's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. That's all I'm saying.
That's a damn shame.
Let's get back to Monday Night Raw though. We had Apollo versus Omos and Nigerian versus Nigerian warfare. Who put that on the table?
Stop the black on black crime.
Y'all just trying to run two big Nigerian giants at WrestleMania who can't really work that well. I don't know why y'all want to do that.
It's gonna be a disaster.
It's gonna be really bad. Y'all should probably think twice on that one. Because I see what y'all doing. Let's think twice. The Raw tag titles though. It's like an hour-long match. Best match on TV this year or no? Out of all the shows.
I don't know. Jury's still out on that one.
All right. Best RKO ever?
It's on the list.
Definitely up there. I don't know if it's the best.
It's in my top 3.
Yeah,
top 3. I can say top 3.
Yeah, because I still gotta give it to Evan.
Evan Bourne, yep.
He caught him off that.
So here's my rankings. Matt Seidel, however you pronounce his name. Who I'm putting 2. I really like the Rey Mysterio one at the Rumble. The one like Ray jumped into the ring and Orton just caught his ass. I don't think that's in my top.
That was SmackDown. I remember what you're talking about. That was SmackDown going into Mania 22.
No, not that one. It was another one at the Rumble. It was in the Rumble. I know which one you're talking about on SmackDown though, when he like slid into the ring and slid out.
Yeah.
Not that one though. It was one in the Rumble, like during the Rumble match. Can't remember which year. Early 2010s Rumble, I think. And the one on Seth at Mania.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
I'll probably put this up there. I seen like motherfuckers being prisoner of the moment at the time, saying it's the best one ever. It ain't the best one ever.
No, definitely not the best one.
Not
ever.
over the Mania one. Not over the Matt Sydal one. Nah.
Yeah, the Matt Sydal one's iconic.
Yeah.
It's a lot going into doing that one very safely. So
yeah.
This Chad Gable one is up there though. Randy Orton, though, fake ass nigga, man. Ignore Matt Riddle's attempts at bromanship for months. You only work with the man because the job called for it. You're gonna do your job or whatever. It's cool. But this man wanted to celebrate winning a championship with you. Put his hard-earned money into putting on this Broga party to celebrate, and you didn't even have the gumption to show up. You had the audacity to not show up. And I love me some Randy Orton now, but you know what? I hold my peoples accountable. A couple nights ago, I was holding Shawn Michaels accountable for playing his part in ruining wrestling. You know what? Randy Orton, you gonna get this too. We're gonna hold you accountable, sir. How you not go to a party? A guy put on the party for you. You didn't even show up. But now all of a sudden you want to be his friend.
That party was stupid.
Regardless, he put it on for him. It was the thought that counted. This man spent his hard-earned money on party supplies. He spent money on invitations, inviting people, and a lot of people showed up, except the one person that he threw the party for. You ever just you imagine throwing a party for somebody and you expecting one person to show up and they don't show up. And you know what? Matt Riddle, being a good person he is, he just talked it up like, that's Randy, and just kept it moving. You know, he didn't even think nothing of it. But you know what? All that shit, it stops at WrestleMania because this man, Randy Orton, is going to get what's coming to him. Matt Riddle is going to be sick of this man's shit and everything. Matt Riddle's going to listen to this show. It's going to be like, you know what? He's right. Fuck Randy Orton.
I said this weeks ago. I said, why is everybody assuming that Randy Orton is going to be the one to turn? He's always the one to turn. It's going to be Matt Riddle.
I said that from the jump when they first started teaming. Like Randy Orton turning on him is just too obvious.
Right. Like
Riddle needs something like all the goofy shit. That's probably why they ODing on the goofy shit, because it's just for this particular situation.
And if you need further proof, just look at Otis.
Facts.
Everybody said that was a dumb move. It's working pretty good so far.
Now, yeah.
Otis cold.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, it's an adjustment. It's never going to go smooth in the beginning, but
we can talk about that. Hey, so next week. I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead of myself here. After this tag title match, we already said Kevin Owens had no path to WrestleMania. He has a path now. Seth Rollins does not have a path. Raw tomorrow night is in Jacksonville. Is Seth Rollins going to have a path to anywhere?
Is that the new
one? That was it.
Oh man.
Oh man. Well, I guess potentially it would make sense. But knowing them, it's probably another swerve. But
what the hell Seth Rollins gonna do? Like
they really playing this thing up too, because Seth did the same thing with his Twitter that Cody did like a couple months back.
He did.
So yeah, like I don't know if they.
We got 4 weeks left, man.
Yeah,
it's enough time.
That's crazy.
There ain't no way they're not gonna have him do something big, but it's like, I don't know at this point.
This is why I think he coming back, because Dave Meltzer don't know.
Well, I said that.
You know, when he don't know nothing, like, something happened.
Well, and that's what I said too. I'm like, either.
Which is most of the time he don't know nothing.
Of course.
There you go.
But it's like, I said this the other day, either they intentionally putting out the notion that they don't know so that they can do this shit in peace and not have it leak, or they really don't know and it's like it's gonna be like that last minute, game time decision shit. But either way, I listen. As long as I get something, I'm cool. I think Seth and Cody would be good because, like, they're familiar with each other. Like they had the Shield and Cody Dustin match that was fire.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, back in I think it was like Battleground or something. But yeah, they got.
I told you, Cody got a dub over Roman.
They do.
Cody Rhodes has pinned Roman Reigns inside of a WWE ring. You can go on Peacock and watch it. It happened on SmackDown.
Google.
Might have been Raw. I think it was Raw actually. 2013-ish.
But no, like that shit happened.
It's true life.
Tribal Chief took an L.
He did.
To the man that stopped racism.
He did. True life. Hey, let's talk about NXT, man. You got a new NXT champion.
No.
Yeah. This is the best match in 2.0 this year. That's saying a lot. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the win. And we got a former power couple running NXT 2.0 now. Dolph Ziggler and Mandy Rose. No love for the power couple.
Boy.
No love for the power couple.
Love Mandy Rose. Ziggles is okay, but Mandy Rose.
Hey, Mandy Rose got her ass beat too.
He's just okay.
Dude, she got her ass beat real quick.
What you mean he's just okay, man? It's Dolph.
I don't understand.
Listen,
I'm listening.
I don't despise Dolph Ziggler like I do a lot of people, but he's also just not my favorite. He's good. He's damn good in the ring. Has been for years. Definitely very underutilized. But I don't know. I'll see what happens. How I feel later down the line with him in NXT.
What did he do to you?
In other words,
nothing.
In other words, you're gonna let it play out.
I'm not saying those words.
We will not do that.
I'm not saying those words. No, like when it happened, I was like, holy shit, like you guys were talking about, oh, you knew. I had a feeling, but still seeing it like shocked me. I wasn't expecting him to put the title on Dolph. But like I guess it makes sense after Braun's match on Raw and Vince is gonna take him soon. So like I get it. So I'm curious to see where it's gonna go and like who's gonna step up to like that position, I guess, to go with Dolph. So that's why I'm gonna see what happens. See who's stepping up here.
Somebody
got
with
his time machine. It took us back to 2012.
Facts. I think Dolph should keep it, man. He should keep it for a few months.
Yes.
Go down there and just work with them boys, man. Be the vet that's just killing it. And then put somebody over, somebody with the utmost accuracy who doesn't miss. Maybe.
Oh yeah, I need that.
Yeah. No, Dolph and Melo gonna go
I don't want to
crazy
see
everybody.
Yeah, I don't want to see Melo drop the North American title. Listen, y'all fucked up Keith Lee. You not gonna fuck up Melo. Melo gonna be the second double champion. I'm calling it right now. He's not gonna drop the North American title to nobody. Whoever getting that ladder match is gonna take all L's because he don't miss. And then he gonna win the NXT title at some point within the next year and gonna hold both titles. And get one defense each before he dropped one of them. Call it.
Facts. Shout out to Melo, he don't miss.
Yes, sir.
The last man standing, man. How about that one? Another good match on Tuesday. Grayson Waller's with bangers versus AJ Styles and LA Knight. We still denying greatness?
Bullshit.
You still denying greatness?
I ain't see that. Who we talking about?
Grayson Waller.
Our LA Knight. I heard LA Knight.
The one LA Knight.
That boy nice.
He took an L shit.
I ain't hear nothing about LA Knight taking the L.
It's Googleable. It's Googleable.
That's cool. I don't acknowledge nothing like that.
Play hater of the year.
It ain't happening in my book. Nope.
Let's scoop over to SmackDown, and I got something to say
LA
about
Knight,
SmackDown.
LA Knight lost to Vacant. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's what happened.
SmackDown, man. We close out SmackDown this week, and yeah, we didn't move nowhere. We didn't go nowhere. Like we still in neutral.
Oh my god.
Because like that last segment with Ronda and Charlotte did nothing to make me care. Because the whole time
I didn't care from the
it,
jump.
yeah, I had not cared at all. But like usually like something like that, I'll be like, all right, I'm hyped now, because like that's what happened last time they fought each other in the damn same area of the arena, and I cared after that time when they all got arrested. I cared. Where were we at? I don't care about this at all. Because like when they were fighting backstage with them, Becky, and they got arrested and all this, that was entertaining as hell. And I got hyped for the match. I kept thinking about that other segment this whole time I'm watching this. I'm like, this is not hitting.
Yeah, but it's like nothing about this was doing it for me anyway. Like the whole reason Ronda and Charlotte worked in 2018 is because it was just drawn up in the dirt. The whole buildup was Becky Ronda, and that shit was fire. But then it was like last minute, Becky got punched in the face, and all that shit happened. And then you just sub-end Charlotte, who, if you put Charlotte in a ring with somebody, she's probably gonna get a good match out of them. So, and it's like you can't deny that much. Like, she'll get a good match out of somebody, but it's like, okay, that's great. But there was no build to it. Then when you had added her into the build with Becky and Ronda for Mania, it was like, I didn't need this, and I didn't want it, because I was particularly hyped to see Becky and Ronda one-on-one, especially since I was going. But then you threw Charlotte in the mix and put a title on her to add to it, and I'm like, the fuck are we doing? We blowing this for no reason. It's stupid. And now it's like, okay, they got history. Ronda still can't cut some decent promos to save her life. She sounds lost and confused, like she can't remember shit.
It's not even that. She don't care. I feel like she don't care, bro. Like there's no, like I feel like she don't want to be there sometimes. She probably do, but it's like we get a little bit more energy. Like what's going on here? Like, I don't get it. It's like the promos are so flat. Everything's just so flat.
She just proves like more and more why she shouldn't have fucking won the Rumble.
She's a wrestling version of White Claw. Just flat.
Oh, that's a good point.
I 1000% agree with that.
Ronda
I don't give a flying
Rousey,
fuck about that match.
Ronda Rousey equals White Claws.
I'm never gonna look at Ronda or White Claws the same again now.
Well, White Claws ain't good.
No wonder.
You know what?
Khan likes
no.
Claws so much.
Say that again, Katie. Say that again for people.
White Claws aren't good.
Okay.
White Claws are not good.
Just so we got that on record. Because
I got a free White Claw from a wrestler here in Vegas like a year ago just to try it for the first time. I'm like, yeah, this shit's nasty, bro. I drank it.
It's not good.
I like chugged the rest of it because I wanted to get a little faded, but like you probably don't even get drunk off of those either.
No, no. White Claws are terrible.
Yeah, I need the rest of y'all to come to your senses, because like
it's just spicy water. Like nobody fucking likes that. People drink. You know who drinks that? White bitches. They get drunk.
You know what it is? It's LaCroix with a little drop of alcohol in it. You ever had LaCroix? That shit's nasty too.
Yeah.
That shit tastes like TV.
Seltzers are gross.
It says spicy water. That sounds dirty as hell.
Some seltzers are cool, but like, LaCroix, White Claw.
True.
I probably ain't even saying LaCroix right, nigga. It's
LaCroix.
LaCroix. Yeah.
I knew what you meant though.
It don't taste good enough for me to care about how it's pronounced.
True.
Right.
It's just fucking.
As far as I'm concerned, it's LaCroix. Get that shit out of here.
That's how I feel about this match.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah,
Charlotte. That's what this is.
This, like I said in the group chat, y'all. This match main event is actually perfect for night one because it gives people a chance to get the fuck out that stadium and go enjoy their Saturday night, go rest up for night two. They want to hit some late night indie shows on Saturday night. They can get out of there in enough time to go make it. That's probably the best thing about this match.
If I'm telling you right now, if you want that, like, what show was it where people started walking out on Roman and Samoa Joe? If you want that reaction again, you put this on night one last if you want to, because that I'm telling you, Vince gonna be apoplectic if you see people walking out early on Mania.
Yeah,
that
especially with his golden goose, Charlotte. Yeah,
that is.
I think
that's what you asking for by putting this on last on night.
I think like Vince McMahon has a lot of foresight. Like he's a very smart guy, and there are times he'll call an audible when necessary. This is one of those necessary times you need to call the audible. You need Ronda Rousey to be like, bitch, I'm not about to wait the whole fucking night to beat your ass. We're gonna open the show, and that'll solve any problems you need right there.
I mean, they did it at 35 with it was supposed to be Brock and Seth.
Brock was, I'm not waiting all fucking night.
Yeah.
It was also a great decision too.
Hell yeah. That's how you kick the show off right. But no, man, I can't do it. And Charlotte, the thing is, it's like at least if one person is down, the other person picks it up. Charlotte is just like
Charlotte Flair
minimum.
Charlotte Flair has not given a fuck about wrestling in 2 years, bro.
True.
I'm telling you, it's like I'm getting the bare minimum at all times. Bad enough she ain't selling shit. But now it's like you're not even promoting this rivalry anymore. You just, I'm just a champ. I'm just gonna do this and that and the third. No,
this rivalry's fucking garbage. Like nobody gives a flying fuck about this match. The match that people talk about the most is Becky and Bianca.
Yes.
No one gives a flying fuck about Charlotte. I sure.
Hopefully we get to see that.
Yeah.
Like some bullshit is what it is.
Long term. Well, give me long term booking over whatever this shit is.
Shit's trash. What it is.
As far as they're concerned, this is long term too, but it's just
it's long term in the sense that Charlotte beat her ass all over LA in her own city and got her booed out the building, and she left at the end of that year talking about how bitchy the fans were, and now she comes back acting like a bitchy fan in all her promos. Like that's long term booking.
Ronda Rousey has always sucked to me. When she was in UFC, she sucked. I hated it. It was really just like, the media do that thing. Like every few years in media, they hype up like a new batch of mediocre white women. And like Ronda Rousey was in the 2012 batch.
Well, Ronda had two things working in her favor.
There were no other women in the UFC.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
There was no female fighters. They had just, Dana finally changed his mind about that. And she knew how to talk because she was a wrestling fan. And she talked her shit.
Well, what the fuck happened?
Literally.
I don't know. Like
the fuck
they said it's TV PG, and she forgot how to cut any type of promo without getting extra about it. Like
what point I really was like, I'm never gonna care about Ronda Rousey. That brief period when they were saying that she could beat Floyd in the fight. Right from there, I was just like,
who said that?
A lot of people. ESPN.
Who was that?
A lot of people.
She can't throw hands. She could when she was really fighting. She couldn't throw hands. That's why Holly beat the dog shit out of her back in 2016. Because she
and she went on cried about it.
It was 2015, November 16th, 2015 to be exact. I remember the date that I remember the date Ronda Rousey lost her first fight. The only reason I remember is because I was gonna bet on it. And I bet against Ronda Rousey every fight until that one, and I didn't. So like I'm salty. I will always remember the date.
I would have. They said Holly was a boxer. I'm like, she got it. She'll be fine. Worst case, she walk out of there with a not in her eye. But I mean, listen,
He got his ass cooked. He got cooked.
Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
She
crazy, man. Tired. It's to the point now where I don't even want to see Ronda Becky no more.
I don't want to see Ronda, period.
Yeah, I don't want to see her at all.
I wasn't hyped when she first came. I'm not having that anymore.
I wasn't hyped at all. One, they ruined Asuka's moment just to bring Ronda in.
Exactly.
Kind of soured me a little bit.
That pissed me off.
Yeah, that soured me. But and and then just for Asuka to lose at Mania. But anyway, or like I was kind of hyped to see Ronda come back a few months ago, but now that she's gonna be doing shit like this, she's much worse than she was the last time around.
No, I wasn't when Ronda first showed up, I was intrigued by it, but then I said this all the time. She came in with that, I'm happy to be here, cheesy bullshit. Like, no, nobody ever wanted that from Ronda because nobody ever wants to see that out of someone who made her career off of being an asshole. Like, y'all.
I mean, she is.
Yeah. Y'all can talk all y'all want to about how much you can't stand Floyd Mayweather, but that's exactly why he makes all that fucking money, because he does that. And that's what Ronda did. So when you bring her into a pro wrestling atmosphere and do the exact opposite of that, the fuck do you expect? Okay, all right, some little girls might like her and shit like that, but it's like the rest of everyone else is like, who the fuck are you?
You know
like,
what?
Get this bitch off my TV. I don't fucking care.
I'm gonna disregard something I just said. When they had her interrupt Asuka, I wouldn't have minded that if Ronda would have came in just being a heel from the jump, acting like she better than everybody, because then it would have made a little bit more sense.
Right.
But I digress. I'm gonna move on though, because every week, damn, like every day, every week, every day, you niggas find something new, something brand new to bitch about for days on end. For like 4 days, I seen y'all talking about CM Punk's music at the pay-per-view. Why was that discussion worth 4 days?
It wasn't.
Nah.
Y'all just hold on to shit. And it's getting old. I saw some words on my timeline, some very hyperbolic words on my timeline. Disgusting, disappointing, insulting in regards to the new name of former NXT UK champion Pete Dunne. His new name is Butch. Disappointing, disgusting, insulting. I need y'all to get a grip and get some bitches in that order. What kind of name is Butch? Butch Reed says hello. Butch Cassidy is iconic. Butch Coolidge. Y'all know who Butch Coolidge is?
Yeah.
You know who Butch Coolidge is, Reek. Maybe you know who Butch Coolidge is, Katie. Butch Coolidge is the only person to ever have enough balls to fuck over Marcellus Wallace. It's a real nigga in my book.
That's a fact.
Pulp Fiction. You haven't seen it, go watch it.
And live to tell the tale.
And live to talk about it. All he got to do is never go to LA again. That's it.
Yeah, he lost all the privileges.
Yeah, you lost your LA privileges. Yeah. My Ving Rhames voice. And then like Butch Hartman, we get about him. It's another Fairly Odd Parents reference on this show. Shout out to Butch Hartman.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna just let y'all know the name has almost never made the wrestler. Is pretty much always the other way around. I mean, like y'all literally hyped up a guy 3 months ago named after one of Peter Pan's ops. True story. It was a guy with the name Edge just main evented WrestleMania last year. Edge, oh, that's a stupid name. What happened to Sexton Hardcastle? That would have been y'all back in the day. Twitter was around in 1998. One of the guys on my shirt. I can't find him. He's on my shirt. Big E. That's not a fire name at all. Well, we love him. Am I lying?
I'm sorry. I still can't get over you saying one of Peter Pan's ops. Not fucking.
It's a true story. It's true.
It is, but I didn't fucking expect you to say it. Oh god.
What kind of name is Triple H? Sting? Goldust? Them names fire? They not. When you think about them, they aren't. It's a 6-foot silicone lizard on my TV. We not on my TV no more. But he's on other people's TVs weekly named Luchasaurus. That ain't a fire name at all, but y'all love the name. What kind of name is the Butcher? The Blade?
The Botcher?
Danhausen? What kind of name is Danhausen?
I don't know what the fuck that. I don't know what.
I don't know what Danhausen is either.
Yeah.
And I don't even know. I don't even know what. But I've seen people, including the people I'm looking at right now, say, "Oh, at least that was a name where they had the same name when they debuted on TV." But y'all still would have probably complained about Rocky Maivia becoming The Rock. What kind of name is The Rock? It's a terrible name.
Listen,
I'm not done yet. Well, let me finish. What kind of name is The Rock? Oh, how could they do that? How could they erase his family's legacy? It's disgusting. This man is the biggest star of all time in the history of entertainment. I think we can all agree with that. Y'all would have complained about Steve Austin's name getting changed months after he debuted on TV. What kind of name is Stone Cold? That's not an intimidating name. There was nothing wrong with the ringmaster. That's what y'all would have said. Soap opera fans don't complain when the 10-year-old kid is 10 years old on Friday, and then by Tuesday, he graduated in high school. They just laugh it off because it's part of the game. That's even more ridiculous. People aged 10 years on soap opera over the weekend. It's crazy to me. What I'm more concerned about is that finally, Pete Dunne actually has some personality outside of snapping people's fingers, and they can build upon that. He debuted with the former world champion, beat the shit out of another former world champion. Seen people saying they were disappointed in how Pete Dunne debuted. He attacked the world champion. Come on now. He attacked the world champion. If y'all didn't look at that, if you've never seen Pete Dunne before, which a lot of people have, let's not overstate how many people watch NXT. We've seen the ratings. Even less people watch NXT UK. We know what that's like. Nobody talks about it. So y'all know they didn't see him on air. If y'all see him for the first time, he beat the shit out of Kofi Kingston, you'll probably be like, that's interesting. Let's see what this guy's about. But nah, normal people said that. Other normal people, like y'all, kind of upset about it. Let's talk.
You ready now? Okay. So here's what I'm going to say. And I'm going to preface this by saying that a mean-looking motherfucker like Pete Dunne can pull off a name like Butch. So this is not the worst example.
Exactly. That's another thing, too. Like, look at the Butch is such a masculine-ass name. Like, what's wrong with that? It's a perfect name for a wrestler. Yeah.
This is not the worst example we've seen. However, just a week ago, the man's name was Pete Dunne on your developmental TV show that you air.
And he developed a personality when he came to SmackDown. That's the whole point. You
air this developmental program on TV, the same channel as one of your main roster shows. If that's the case, take the show. We're not talking about OVW, where they filmed it off screen somewhere, and you had to go on YouTube or some shit to find it. We're talking about one of your shows that just went through a rebrand, and at one point was a third brand. He didn't even know what the fuck he was doing with it. It's inconsistency. Like, if you're gonna rebrand, it's not even a name change. If you're gonna name change and rebrand or whatever, let him take like 2-3 weeks off. Let's get a minute to get him out of sight, out of mind first. And then if you want to bring him back and say, okay, this is Butch, okay, whatever, cool. Again, it's not the worst example, but don't tell me a week ago this nigga was, or 2 weeks ago he was Pete Dunne. He take a loss to Tony D'Angelo, or he beat Tony D'Angelo, whichever one it was, and now this week he just Butch and one of the gangs in New York crew. At this point, like, come on, son. Like, it is a certain point where some audiences is looking at this as like, you insulting my fucking intelligence. Like, no, it's not fucking Butch. Okay, it's not Butch. His nigga's name is Pete Dunne because we didn't give me enough time to say, okay,
his name is somebody Peter new. England.
Yeah, but it's like, listen, there comes a point in time where it's like, listen, y'all can wait on whatever it is you're doing. Like, if Pete Dunne debuted just before Mania or just after Mania and they did this, I wouldn't have said a word. Honestly, honest to God, I wouldn't. But again, it's the fact that on your TV show that you promote just as much as Raw and SmackDown, you had Pete Dunne in a major match and then flipped the channel a week later, and now he's whole different dude, something like that. Like, come on, man. That's the type of shit that I'm just like, no. And to say the name, look, the name doesn't make the wrestler, but that rule does not apply. It's not one size fits all. It does not apply to everybody, because as much as Bray Wyatt might have killed it, how many months straight were crowds still chanting Husky Harris? Shit, it doesn't just go away for some people.
That's another conversation. Y'all like to try to sabotage these people when they just doing their job. That's another conversation. Y'all try to sabotage them. Just like they doing their job, they play a new character, and y'all just bring up the old character they played. Y'all play a part in this as well, and then you get
it has as much to do with toxic contract. Fans. Yeah, it has as much to do with toxic fans, but it's like for most guys, you know, if they had the talent and they make it work, it's like, yeah, they can overcome shit like that. Like Walter the Gunther is honestly, it's cut from the same cloth almost.
He's the
it's
same fucking person.
Pretty much. Like it's not crazy of a name change, but it was the fact that, you know, somebody went and looked it up and see where it fucking came from and started that outrage about it. That's really what that was about. But again, that's one example. Not everyone is gonna work like that for it. But listen, this wasn't the worst.
I will say this brings me back to my Steve Austin point. This man was the ringmaster, and all of a sudden he's stone cold. People was probably complaining about that too, because wrestling fans, as long as they've had internet access, have complained about everything. They've been having internet access since the early 90s. Oh, it was internet fans during the Monday Night Wars. There's still some archives on the internet too. You can find them.
What was they saying?
Oh man, you want to know something somebody really said? It was like on a forum back in like 1999, and somebody was like, they're tired of seeing The Rock all the time, and they're like, but listen, this is funny as hell to me. They're just like, you know how they say, nowadays Roman Reigns is shoved down our throats. Let's give somebody an opportunity. Like, who's a boring ass wrestler from back in the day? Who's a boring ass wrestler from like 2015 that motherfuckers wanted to see pushed?
Curtis.
Let's use Curtis Axel for example. Roman Reigns is shoved down our throat. Let's give somebody like Curtis Axel a chance. They were saying that in the 90s. Just swap out the name Roman Reigns for The Rock and swap out Curtis Axel for Dean Malenko. It's a true story. There was people on the internet in 1999 saying that The Rock is overpushed and they need to push Dean Malenko. True story.
That's fucking crazy.
Stop.
So like they've always been like this.
Well, that's something else. Like I saw everything going on in the group chat. I kept my mouth shut. I saw what you would say. I know what you would say. I know what
your silence was very deafening.
Listen, I'm not gonna input my opinion because I can just talk about it to you. Like I knew we were gonna do this, so I can just talk to you about it. I understand where you're coming from. I see both sides of it because I'm not gonna be. I was very shocked about it, and I even tweeted, why do some wrestlers keep their name or not? You responded. I got actual good responses from it because you think about people coming from the indies who keep their name and then they move up and keep their name. Austin Theory kept his name, and like a few other people like Rich Holland, some other people keep their name, some don't. So I was genuinely curious. And then you even said it, wrestling fans like to bitch. That's all they do. So it's gonna be something new every week. The CM Punk thing, that's atrocious. I even said it on my show. There's the fans who think they know everything and they shit on people who don't know anything.
And then you got wrestlers shitting on fans because they don't know anything.
True. And then you have fans who either, like the fans who don't know everything, they either learn or want to learn, or they shit on people who know everything. That is why the internet for the wrestling community is fucking toxic, and it's terrible, and it's a terrible place to be. So that's why I choose to ignore it 9 times out of 10, because I don't fucking care. Y'all can bitch and complain all you want, and that's all you're gonna do. It'll be something new next week.
It's crazy.
I did this a while back. Hey, we keep telling you this. I don't know why you don't listen. Motherfuckers is gonna be mad. Like I stopped trying to convince people that they shouldn't be mad about this shit, because it's like, yo, it's gonna happen regardless. It's like they're not gonna listen to logic after a while because they want to be mad. Look,
if
everybody want to be correct.
Yeah, and people were gonna complain that Pete Dunne got called up in general, whether his name was Pete Dunne or Butch.
That's another thing.
People would.
I said he should have been up.
That's another thing.
That's the thing with Tony.
You did.
Listen.
Some people might not have.
Listen, it's another thing I'm sick and tired of as well. Is these wrestlers, they get promoted, they get a job promotion, and they get a pay raise, and they got to log on to Twitter to people talking about how doom and gloomy their career is. They probably tired of that shit too. That's the same thing with me. Like, I try not to go on social media during these shows more often because people be bitching. But like, I turned on SmackDown late. I actually missed the Brock segment, so I don't really know what happened with that. That's why we didn't talk about it. But I turned on a little bit late, and I turned it on, and Sheamus is walking to the ring, and I see Rich Holland. I see like this little short dude, and I'm like, "Is that Pete Dunne?" I got so excited, bro. I got so excited. I logged on Twitter because I was just like, "Hey, my dude Pete Dunne debut." I wanted to see everybody was so excited. Everybody just complaining. And I'm like, oh, y'all complain because his name was changed. I didn't care nothing about it. I'm looking at what he's doing right at that moment. Like, he's with Sheamus. He's with Sheamus ringside against the New Day. What's wrong with that? Nothing is wrong with that. I think it's probably one of the best positions you can be in coming up to the main roster.
Well, I'll say that too. Like, we've been saying, like, after the thing with Tony, he should move up. And putting him with Sheamus and Rich Holland makes sense.
That makes so much sense.
The initial reaction I had was the fact that
Rich Holland might not be around much longer though. But
that's also very fucking true.
Yeah, that might be true.
You didn't drop 2 of the last couple WWE champions on their necks in the last 2 months, bro.
Yeah, it's not a long leash out there for that.
Nah.
But no, it's like, as Sheamus is doing this promo and then he says Butch, and then you have Pete coming out here looking like one of the street sweeper kids, like that's what made the reaction like amplified. I'm like, huh?
That's how y'all.
But it's like I had time to think back on it, like, and that's why I said it's not one of the worst I've ever seen. But it's like, shit. Okay, we could have took our time with this, but whatever. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, like I said, they're gonna get in their feelings about this type of shit. That's just how it's gonna go down.
That's how it's always gonna be. That's why I just tweet about my love for women. That's because fuck everything else. Everything else is stupid.
Speaking of women,
Nikita Lyons
tag match.
Oh
wait,
yeah.
Wait, what the fuck did you say?
I said Nikita Lyons.
Yes.
And Lash Legend.
I don't care what y'all have to say about it.
Stone Cold versus The Rock.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, the Bellas. Yeah, I said that a couple weeks ago.
they got to get in that match. That's the only way.
I said it was.
It's really going to be some traction.
Once I seen they was making a triple threat, I was like, oh yeah, the Bellas about to be in that.
Because when the hell did Rhea and Liv become a tag team? I didn't even see that match. I just saw that they got added. I'm like, what the hell is this?
They got Rhea Ripley about to turn into a new Naomi. All these tag partners.
Yo, listen.
I know.
I'm so low. At least Sasha and Naomi got like history together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you know, you know. But
Unity.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Rhea and Liv was random as hell. Like, didn't you just get, your ass beat by a former tag team partner?
Right. You don't trust somebody else?
Listen.
That's all I thought they was gonna lose, but like they shouldn't win.
Nah.
They fuck around having win. This all this means.
No, I mean they definitely should not win. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Sasha only gotta win it.
I have one last thing to say about this, and I'll let y'all say any last things y'all have to say, and we can close this out. But I want them to free Sasha Banks from the shackles of multi-women tag team championship matches at WrestleMania that she's going to end up losing anyway. This is going to be the third year out of the last 4.
Wait.
She wasn't in it.
She only had 2.
Not last year.
What happened in 2020?
She was in the SmackDown Women's title.
Oh,
it was right. Her. It was a multi-women match, but it was for the championship.
It was a multi-woman match. She lost. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Those are different. Like, she,
Listen, WrestleMania.
The only one-on-one match she's had at Mania was against Bianca. So
WrestleMania 30, WrestleMania 36 don't matter.
It don't.
At the end of the day. So if anybody forgets anything that happened at WrestleMania 36, it's fine.
That is the only Mania I've never gone back and actually looked at.
I ain't watched that shit yet.
Because I don't want to go back to that place. That's like the song.
I watched the Firefly and I watched the Boneyard, but like that's the only things I watched.
Didn't watch that. I can't go back there, bro.
No, I watched them though.
Like, it was good. It was good shit, but it's like I just don't want to go back to that time.
Some PTSD right there.
It's weird. It's weird as hell.
It's hella weird, man.
I gotta watch Drew and Brock like in an empty ass arena.
Grunt for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So weird.
That wasn't it.
Mm-mm.
Fucking Braun and Goldberg for a minute and a half, if that.
Anyway, it's Young Kings Wrestling
Uncle Mark.
Podcast. What? See, damn, man.
Just do it.
I wasn't going to. That's the thing. I wasn't going to do it, but.
And that's fun. I knew it was coming.
Only reason I'm accepting that is for Big E, because, you know, shout out to the homie.
Praise
Get
up,
better
Big E.
soon.
Yep.
Because I'm quite certain that the plan would have been for him to retire Goldberg this year. But yeah, it's okay.
Yep.
It's always next year, man.
That means the Bill's gonna be around longer.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I hope not. Like,
You just wait till next year. He don't gotta be around doing other stuff.
no,
Man.
don't do that, because then, you know, they don't just get this motherfucker on one match deal. They be like, oh yeah, 3-4 matches for the year, and then you gotta see this motherfucker at SummerSlam or some shit again.
Yeah,
I don't
No,
want.
thank
Hey, the Goldberg
No.
entrance was epic though.
I mean, yeah, but that's it. That's it. He could do an entrance on a talk show,
What talk show?
KO show. Let him do that.
Here you go.
I wouldn't mind that.
That's fine. I can deal with that.
You've never beaten me, Kevin.
I can't.
You know what happens next. All right, we can close it out. Young Kings Wrestling Podcast. Katie, go ahead, plug your stuff, sir. Ma'am. I'm so used to saying sir. My bad.
Wow, what the fuck? This man had to mute himself because he's in fucking tears laughing right now. Oh my god.
That was embarrassing.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's
Oh
fine.
boy.
All right. Well, I guess I have to now. You can follow me on Twitter at KatieWrestling13, Linktree in my bio to take all things She Elite, Twitch.tv/She Elite Showcase, Thursdays 9 p.m. Eastern, YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. By the time this comes out, the latest episode of In the Crowd came back with these two. A little trivia game. Reek's a little mad, but it's fun. So that'll be out.
Did Reek lose another trivia game to me? Is that what we're saying? I don't know. You have to listen to find out.
There we go. Yeah, you can just watch all my other shit on there. I do a bunch of shit, a lot of shows. It's all over there.
Y'all can find me at Recapper24 on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, Havoc Hour is up on all streaming platforms, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, and the video versions are up on YouTube. All the content is up there, you know, that you want to check out. New content pending. I got a list at this point. Just waiting for some things. But yeah, go check that out.
All else fails, like you can go out of order of your list.
I'm about to.
Seeing as how
I would have been went out of order of the list.
Seeing as how someone's only on number 3, but
No, man. How could you do that, Reek?
It's okay. I can call it audible.
you fucking about to. You've been saying for
Omaha.
months you're putting out new content, but
Yeah, no, it's been a minute. It's been a hot minute.
You could have been said you was waiting on me. I would have been told you to move on to the next.
he's trying to be all nice. He's like, I don't know, I'll wait for TC, but enough's enough. Can't wait for him anymore. This man's got to do it on his own time.
You're waiting on me for 5 months, man. You could have been moved on.
Yeah, man, I gotta get some content up.
They took all the movies off Peacock. Like that's my main issue. I don't know where they at.
Yeah, that is weird. It's like I saw the originals on Netflix for some reason.
Yeah.
Original and the reboot.
Yeah, the reboot too.
It's random as hell.
Yeah. Say New Line Cinema be whoring their movies out. I've been said that.
Oh yeah, it's a fact.
They movies be on every streaming service, bro.
Yeah.
like Friday. I think Friday on HBO this month.
What?
Last time I checked, it was on HBO.
Tell me that.
It usually be on Netflix. It usually be on Peacock.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah, New Line Cinema. They got the Turtles on Netflix too.
Yep.
Yeah, I seen that.
They're about to take that off. There's Turtles.
Oh, it's on HBO. Say less.
I told you that.
All of them. All of them.
All three.
Oh man.
What's the best Friday movie?
Oh.
Actually, rank all the Fridays.
Damn.
Hold on, let me plug my stuff while you think about that. I'm the Thespian TC Fontaine. You can follow me on Twitter at tc.font. Actually, at Twitter. Let me rewind. I'm the Thespian TC Fontaine. You can follow me on Twitter at TC Fontaine, on Instagram at tc.fontaine. Follow Young Kings Wrestling at YK Wrestling everywhere except Instagram because they some hoes. And since they some hoes, we are YK Wrestling _ on Instagram. But you can find the links to all the episodes and all the merch and everything that my esteemed co-hosts are wearing here at ykwrestling.com. Now rank the Fridays.
Honestly, I'll probably have it 1, 3, 2.
Same.
Yeah.
Friday After Next, my favorite Christmas movie of all time. And for some reason, people be denying that it's a Christmas movie. Like the first person we see on the movie is Santa Claus.
Like, I don't understand that for the life of me. Like,
it's Santa Claus robbing somebody's house on Christmas.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas
movie. The whole movie is about these guys trying to navigate their day while trying to recoup from the fact that Santa Claus robbed them on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And it concludes with them
it's a Friday.
Throwing a party to get their rent money and then eventually getting revenge on Santa at the end of it. That's a Christmas movie.
I would deem that a Christmas movie.
And it's another movie I've seen for the first time. Die Hard. Saw that a couple months ago. That came on after NXT around Christmas, I think. That is a Christmas movie too.
Oh yeah.
It literally takes place on Christmas and it's about motherfuckers bombing a Christmas party and a bunch of terrorists, including one of my professors. He was one of the terrorists in Die Hard. He had hair in Die Hard. He does not have hair now. The movie was like 30 years ago. I could imagine he doesn't have hair anymore. But we're gonna have a Christmas movie podcast at some point.
Yeah.
March Madness. It's March Madness bracket episode next week.
Yeah.
Ain't even gonna tell y'all what it is. We just gonna come with it. I'm gonna get my preparation.
I don't remember which one it is. You gotta remind me.
I have a lot, but yeah. Young Kings Wrestling Podcast. We out of here. Gone. You didn't say it. You didn't say it.
I didn't know you wanted me to say it.